welcome to the version of Let's Play Farming Simulator 2013 on Central Kansas. Alright, we've got a couple things going on today. I'll be honest, I haven't played much off camera. As you can see, still harvesting this field here. I got the trains. Let me tell you a little story as to the reason why I haven't played much on here as of late. The reason being is because, wow, really? Come on now. The reason being is because I have been messing around in Minecraft, and in Minecraft, for those of you who don't play, has a particular mod called Railcraft, and it allows you to make trains and train tracks and all that jazz. And I have not been able to drag myself away from Minecraft, the trains. I don't know why, but right now they have got me, and it's making me, all I think about right now is trains, which is kind of funny. Usually it's tractors and whatnot, but the last little while it's been about trains and setting up trains and all that jazz. It's been pretty ridiculous, actually. So you can ask some other people, like I know Iron Brew and Caravera. I've been messing around with trains. Like everything I do in the base right now that I'm playing on is all basically about trains. This guy's going fast. It's all been about trains, so it's like non-stop. Like I have an elevator to go upstairs and downstairs in the base using a train. Wow, it's a minecart, not exactly a train, but it's using train tracks, so it's funny. It's like everything makes me laugh, but I don't know. I'm enjoying myself, and that's what it's all about, right? Having some fun. So I am gonna do this. I'm gonna start using this guy because we bought it last episode and we haven't actually used it. I'm actually going to drive it myself, believe it or not, because we got some things going on, but nothing you guys haven't seen before. But I don't think I've really cultivated much before, so I'm going to go ahead and cultivate this time around using the big case, which looks so funny when you don't use your steering wheel, like don't have a steering wheel, I should say, but when you do it like I'm doing right here. I probably can go faster than this. 20 kilometers, that's a bit quick, but I guess that'll work. Yeah, so I've been playing Minecraft quite a bit last little while, and it's been really I've been having a lot of fun just because I like trains. I actually bought Train Simulator a long time ago, the one where you sit inside of a train and drive a train. I didn't like that though. I don't know why. I didn't like that aspect of trains, being inside one like that. For whatever reason, I'm not sure the reason behind it, but I didn't like that. But I did like Sid Meier's Railroads, for example. I don't know. I think I like, if you can get trains to do what you want them to do, it's a lot of fun. But if you can't, then it's not as much fun, I guess. I don't know. And I tried Railway Simulator, Train Simulator, and I just didn't. I never got into it, and I don't know why. So, just one of those things that I learned after the fact I bought the game. Actually, if I remember right, I think I actually got Train Simulator and Farming Simulator at the same time. I remember telling my girlfriend for the very first time, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to check out this game. Because I usually let her know random things I'm going to buy, and she either laughs at me because she's like, you really going to buy that? Or she's like, sure, why not, whatever. Anyways, doesn't really make a difference if I tell her or not. She just thinks it's funny most of the time. Should have done that a little bit slower, but oh well. Yeah, so like I tell her what I'm going to buy sometimes, just because I'm just curious to see what her reaction is most of the time. So this past time, or not this past time, but when I told her I was going to buy Farming Simulator and Train Simulator, this is long ago now, obviously, she just laughed and said, "Really? You're really going to enjoy those games?" And Train Simulator, didn't enjoy that much. I can admit to that. But Farming Simulator, as you can see, I really got into this game. I think it's all the mods that really make it for me. I know there are lots of mods for Train Simulator as well, but a lot of those cost money, and I'm not someone who likes to spend a lot of money if I don't have to, so... Wow, if I ever do this in real life, this would be like the worst job ever. Like, look how much I... like, if I do it like that, it's not so bad, but... if I don't drive like this, it's not nearly as good, but... Anyways, yeah, so when I first bought it, it was pretty funny. And I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not. tried out the demo. The demo was like, yeah, it's not too bad. But I played it quite a bit, and I was like, I'm kind of surprised, actually. I didn't think I was going to enjoy this as much as I did, because I hadn't played too many simulator games before that. In all honesty, I played, like, railways. I guess I did to a certain extent, but not, like, the first person, like this style, where you're, like, inside the vehicle. I hadn't played too much of that. But I had played, like I said before, Railway Simulator and whatnot, so I was pretty surprised when I started picking up this game and started playing it a lot, and discovered how much I enjoyed it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's the reason why I haven't played much off camera the last couple days on this particular map. Only because it takes a while to do stuff. And someone actually suggested in the comments, like, hey, maybe you should get a second harvester. Yeah, I would get a second harvester, except I can't afford it right now. That was something I wanted to do. I still want to do it. We'll see if we can do it. I'm just going to hire a worker here so I can check through some of the comments from last episode. Hopefully he doesn't miss some. He's driving a lot slower than I was driving. Wow. A lot slower. Alright, well. Let me just turn back here so you can see the harvester, so you can see the cultivator. Yeah, this is the NutriTrailer right here, for those of you who haven't seen it. Pretty good little setup. I like it. I might use it in the next series. I'm not sure yet. Because this fertilizes, well, you can make it so it fertilizes and cultivates, and all you use is seeder in that situation, so it's kind of cool, I guess. Alright, what do we got here? Comments from last episode. What do we have here? Bob says, great video. With numpad, you can make the John Deere increase the revs or decrease it. So I think we should try that. I don't know if... So he's hard worker anyways, but... I don't... Well, he's doing some right now, so I don't want to stop him at the moment. I'm in this... There we go. 5 and 6. Z. So 5 moves you this way, 6 moves you this way, and Z centers you again. For those of you who want to do that. And apparently Bob was saying there's on some of the German sites he was looking at in relation to Farming Simulator. He was saying there's actually one where you actually had to inflate the tires and stuff like that, which is kind of cool actually. Chris has another great video. I've been playing on this field for a long time, this map for a long time, and I like it more than the first map. I'm with you on that one, Chris. I really like this one better. He says there's more to do. What else does he say? Just trying to see all the rest of the... You gonna let me see the earlier replies? Apparently not. He says there's lots to do on this map. It's true, there's lots to do on this map, so that does make it a lot of fun. He also suggests something called suggests a mod there, so... TCGG Rob was saying that he was like, yes, he had a sneaky suspicion this was a 7290, but as you can see, it's 7260. Apparently, Ago, or Ago, how you want to say it, he actually released another mod a while back that was a 7290, but I haven't picked it up yet, so, but Rob says I should. Kraft says I'm saying anhydrous wrong. I keep saying anhydrous, but it's anhydrous. Not anhydrous. I don't know why I say it like that, but Jared says I should do the OGF Australia map. It's possible. Greg says, could I do some potatoes and sugar beets? That's also a possibility. We're at what? This is episode 26 now, so it's definitely doable. We could definitely rock some potatoes. This guy seems to be good. Well, excellent. This guy's chilling out, and he is not in traffic. It's your imagination. I only got the Massey Ferguson running at the moment just because he's the one that seems to be able to get over the. He's the one that seems to be able to get over to the I don't know, the silage pit. Basically, the New Holland can't drive up over the pit. I have no idea why, but this guy's got no problems. It makes no sense at all. But yeah, I don't know why. Just one of those weird things. Ashman159 says, great videos, keep them coming. Zachary asks, where are the pigs? I think he means where are the pigs, not where is the pigs. Craft Farm said they're past the cows area, so if I go to my Bobcat, the pigs are right there. All those buildings over there, those are the pigs, and those are the, well, these are the sheep, and the cows are way over there. Actually, they're there, sorry. Yeah, we haven't got any wool from the sheep at all, even though we have sheep, and that's because I actually deleted something in the i3D file when I was editing stuff, I think, and that's why we haven't produced any wool, but they're still fun to look at. I don't know how much we actually get for wool on this map, so they still have tons and tons and tons of grass apparently, so that's good. What else do we got here? Let's go back to harvesting. I don't know why, but I like watching the harvester. Not sure the reason why. TCGG Rob says he's gonna start Let's Play on this map. Yeah, he was asking. He's like, hey, do you mind if I start doing a Let's Play on this map? And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm not gonna stop him. I can't stop anybody, anyways. But he asked, and I was like, yeah, whatever, go ahead, do what you want, man, have some fun. So I guess he's gonna start Let's Play on this map as well. So he's, I think he's British. I'm not sure. I know he's from the UK. That's a pretty general statement, but I think it's a fairly safe statement as well. So yeah, he's from the UK, pretty sure. So you're gonna, if you want to watch his episodes, you'll see how he plays it with a European point of view, I guess. Alright. Kraft was like, he just started watching the episode and he loves the episode already. I think it's because we got the neutrophiller. That's the reason behind that. And as you can see, it's doing a fabulous job. Much better than I can do with a hard worker, of course. I don't know if you saw but how straight my lines were, but they definitely weren't that straight. So this goes to show you how much straighter the hard worker can do it. Which is one of the reasons why we always hire workers, right? What else do we got here? Jared says, "Can you get some of the new small John Deeres?" Really? Are you gonna miss that? That's terrible. Doesn't make a difference, anyways. Our seeder will pick it up in the end, anyways. But just doing a little bit of tillage here, you know. Gotta reduce a little bit of compaction. That's why we're using this. Oh, this does this too. That's awesome. I totally did not realize that. Totally forgot about that, I should say. Check that out. You can look up. It does a little peek over the back. I love that. That's awesome. Greg has a couple suggestions for maps. Actually, one of the maps he suggested was called Karziju. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's a pretty good looking map. I actually checked it out, and it is pretty darn cool, actually. Jared says, download the American Iron Modding 2007 Orange Cummings. Not sure what that is. I guess he wants me to download that. I think I checked that out in the past, and I don't know. I can't remember if it was good or not. I tend to keep mods that I like. IJP32 says, find a map in Missouri, or Missouri, I think you can say it as, or Iowa. There's huge farms in both areas. That's definitely doable. ITZA, it's all nice, I think it's supposed to be. OGF is a good map. He says I should check that one out. It's definitely one of the ones I suggested. Actually, totally forgot. I don't know why I haven't mentioned this before now. Anyways, yes, if you guys go to the website iainrobson.ca, that's IAINROBSON.ca, you will find a new post on that website. And on that website, it'll be what map should we play on next. Go there and look at that post, because it's asking about posts, or it's asking about which map we should play on. On that new post, it's called, I think, what map next, something like that. There's a vote there, and you can vote on OGF USA, OEGF Australia. You can vote on Two Rivers, or there's the Karziju map, I think it's called, or you can suggest another map. So go there, check that out. And also, there's another vote there for what type of equipment should we start with? Should we start with big equipment? Should we start with small equipment? Let me know. Go to the website, check it out, vote for yourself. Everyone's invited to vote this time, not just people on the, not people just part of the website. So go ahead, go there, vote. I'll probably send an email out tomorrow morning, I guess I'll do that. Just to remind people who are on the email list. But if you're not on the list, you have the opportunity to go there and vote, so please do vote. I'm always curious as to what your suggestions are for things like maps. So I chose a couple suggestions that have come around. Actually, there's one more map, the All-American map is there from American Eagle Modding. I checked that one out. And I think the Missouri map. Wow. So I have 4 suggestions on 5, I guess it would be. So there's 4 or 5 suggestions there. Vote for your map now, and we'll go from there and see which map we're going to play on after this one, because I enjoyed this map. Not necessarily my all-time favorite for large maps. I think I definitely enjoyed American Eagle Modding's Modern American Farming map more, but that's just my personal preference. This one had a few little things that bothered me. For example, the roads really irked me. Well, initially it doesn't bother me that much, but as you plan it more, like just little things to start is what gets you. Farm Boy says, great purchase. The Nutri-Tiller I got, so the big Nutri-Tiller I got, this one right here, he says it's not realistic, and I'm inclined to agree with him because they probably don't have one quite this large, but as I mentioned in the comments to him, I was like, yeah, I realize it's not the best choice, but it works better on our farm, so that's why I picked it up in the end. Benjamin says, sorry about that great episode. I guess he's referring to something else. It's okay, Benjamin, don't worry. Will, spelt with 1 L, apparently. You should go, he says I should go to the big European map. That's actually a map I've looked at in the past, and I think it's like small, if I remember right, it's like small fields around one humongous field. Vimund, or Vimund, not sure how to say it. He says, I didn't write the episode at the starting of what the episode number it was. He is correct. I actually changed that. So thanks very much, man. Nickel Wood. He says he's also playing on Central Kansas Remake. He says he loves the map. He says that he also agrees with me that does feel a bit unfinished at times. I can agree. Definitely better than the original version, but there are some little things that could be adjusted still, as always. Alright, what else do we got here? Liam says you could probably get set it up so the Nutri-Tiller does seed at the same time. It's definitely doable. Cookie Agent says Iowa map, please do it. I love Iowa. Or I love Iowa. I think he says I love in Iowa. I think he means that he lives in Iowa. Caterpillar Guy 53 says Paradise XL. Probably not gonna happen, Caterpillar Guy. Not gonna lie to you. That map's just a wee bit too large and just not my style. I have checked it out. It is a cool map for like multiple people. It's a pretty cool map, but for one person, you could play on it for sure, but it would just be really, really, really long, I think. That's my guess, at least. All right, so you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and buy one of these small tractors. Before I forget about it, I think it was Bob asked me to get one of the small tractors. So let's get... And I'm talking about the small John Deeres here, just so you can see what they look like. Let's get this one right here. Let's get one of these small John Deeres. I'm just going to save the game because I'm here anyways. And I had a crash earlier on today, so that would bother me if I happened. So this is what they look like. This is the John Deere 1030. This is the front loader, obviously. They don't look too bad, actually. Not the best looking tractors around, like the tires could use a little bit of work in my opinion. But the textures on the John Deere itself are nice. It's not too bad. Rear linkage could use a little bit of work as well. PTO in the back could use a little bit of work, but all around, you know, not terrible. Has a compass on it apparently. As you can see down here, the little picture shows that you're driving a John Deere. I think... Check this out. There's also some weird front weights. Let me just raise up the front loader here. So I'm going to put the front weights on. Let's see how that lowers the tractor down. I think that's one of the cooler features about this. And it pops back up. And then you can go ahead and drive, of course. I think that's the only thing. It says Arbitlich hinten. I think that's the rear light. Yes, there it is. Alright, let's take it for a little drive here. Alright, let me do that one more time. I'm going to be quiet this time so you guys can hear the startup. Alright, ready? It's like a race. Alright, I'm going to be quiet. there you go. So that's the John Deere 1030. Has a pretty nice startup sound, actually. Not too long, but just long enough, and you can start driving already as it is, as you can see. One of the cool things I noticed is that this chain in the back actually swings, and it goes back and forth like that, which is kind of cool. And it has a little lamp there too. Oh, I never noticed the lamp. Does it actually go on? No. But one of the weird things I did notice when I was driving this around is it does kind of do like a weird. The shocks seem a bit soft for a tractor. But maybe that's just me. I'm not an expert or anything, but they do seem a bit like this is what happens when I believe struts in a car don't work properly. They bounce around like this. Like the way you can test that is, I believe, if you hey Julie, if you hit the look at that right there. See how it bounces around? I don't think that tractor should have that kind of really soft shocks like that, but just shows you what it looks like. The gear shifters don't shift or anything like that, but for a older style John Deere, like these are harder to find, so I like it. I think it's a pretty nice little system here. Let's if the Bobcat can grab these, why can't the John Deere here? So we're gonna go ahead and might as well use it. It's gonna move the Bobcat out of the way. Let's go ahead and put it in the shed, and there we go. Might as well put a couple bales of straw in the mixing station here. But not too bad, nothing too crazy. Got a rusty chain apparently, a backup light. But for smaller tractors, smaller John Deere specifically, I think it's pretty good. There aren't a lot of them out there, so the fact that I found this and it's decent, I can live with it. I think this is the first time I've found an older John Deere like this that's actually decent. So that's what it looks like when you move the front. Yeah, that's pretty good. Actually, it reminds me a bit of the. Ooh, geez. I'm saying oh geez because of the bales. It reminds me a bit of the Fendt, I think it is. Yeah, I don't like the shocks on it, that's for sure. Like, that I don't think would do that, but that's just me. So let's get that bale there. Nope, didn't get it. This time... Yes, there we go. Awesome. So let's go ahead and put this in the mixing station. We haven't really done much for the mixing station lately, but we should do it. Yeah, that does bounce around though. Like, I don't think that this particular tractor had this soft shocks or suspension, but in this tractor it definitely seems that way, right? Yeah, that's not too bad at all. If you're looking for a tractor as opposed to a front loader, as opposed to the Bobcat, this could actually work really well for some small things. I honestly don't know if this tractor could handle these size of bales. They're only, well, they're 4-foot bales, so it should be able to. I had to make 4-foot bales here because the 5-foot bales, I think they were, just wouldn't work properly on. Really? Come on now. Oh, that's why. They wouldn't work properly on the trailer we have. Well, I guess we'll get 2. Looks a bit silly, but whatever. Alright. The backlight's kind of cool. That kind of stuff does cause lag, though. If you have no idea. It does cause a little bit of lag, unfortunately, so... But it works. It does work. Alright, nice. Let's go put some more straw in here. I have no idea what the levels are like. I don't know if I never noticed this before, but if you look in there, the augers are working. Which is pretty cool. Let's take a look at what's the levels of like over here. Oh, we got full mixed rations. Alright, sweet. And I have no idea what their levels are like. Let's check what their animal levels are like. Our pigs have nothing. So let's go hop over to this guy right here. Again, I haven't got the new version of this. There is a new version of this truck out that has a hitch in the back. And I may very well pick that up at some point, but I haven't yet, obviously. That's why I'm mentioning it. But the new version does have a hitch on the back. And it does come with something else, I believe, as well. But the new version doesn't have the modifications I've made to it, so that's one of the reasons why I haven't picked it up yet. Modifications, of course, being able to accept things like mixed fruit, for example. That's pretty monumental, for me at least. For doing stuff like this, it's pretty amazing. Alright, let's move around out here, and let's go give our pigs a little bit of mixed rations. Probably be a little good for them. They haven't had many mixed rations lately. And their productivity has gone down because of that, so I don't know if I'm going to make it in there or not. Oh, phew, that was close. Alright, let's get them in here. Can't look out the back. Let's just drive all over the trough. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. Nothing. There's no graphic, of course, because I didn't add that. Because you can add that kind of stuff. Like when you dump anything else other than like the stuff I added, it has a nice little graphic to it, but right now it doesn't. Anyways, I'm going to stop there. It looks like our John Deere is almost finished. And this guy is finished, which is excellent. So now we have... I don't know why he's doing that. Now we have a good little bit of chaff. Or chaff silage, I should say. And this guy can drive. Excellent. Sweet. So I'm going to stop it there for now, folks. We'll come back next episode, and I will for sure have that field harvested next episode. And we'll have to do a little bit of planting. Maybe we'll get the new tiller over here and do a little bit of cultivating as well. Alright, folks, that's it for today. My name's Iain. Robson's been Farming Simulator 2013, coming at you from Central Kansas. Catch you guys later.